And we are getting more breaking news on this very story that we continue to follow. Now we've been told that around 17 members of the India alliance will be going to Manipur, and this includes the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, also Trinamool Congress MP Shushmita Dev, Congress MP Gaurav Gogoi and DMK MP Kanimoi. So these people are going to be part of the India alliance that heads to Manipur tomorrow and day after. Important update that we are bringing to you as far as the India delegation is concerned. Remember, this was decided earlier as well that the India alliance is going to be sending a contingent to Manipur to up the ante and also to take just stock of the situation on what exactly the centre and the government in Manipur is really doing about the worsening situation in the state. Let me take this across to my colleague Pallavi Ghosh, who's joining us on the broadcast. Pallavi, now we have the names of the members who are going to be part of this India Alliance delegation that moves to Manipur. I believe they will be there for 2 days.
That's right. So it's going to be a 17-member delegation, and some of the prominent names are Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, Gaurav Gogoi, who's been the one who's moved the no confidence motion, Shushmita Dev from the Trinamool Congress, Kanimoi from the DMK, and they're going to be representatives really from all the constituents of the India front. They're going to be there for 2 days, which begins tomorrow and day after. In fact, in a short while from now, we are going to get the entire detail of what is it that they plan to do, who are the people who are going there. But what we are now being told is that Churachandpur, which has been the epicenter really of the Manipur crisis, that's one area the delegation is going to be visiting. And of course in Imphal, they are also going to be meeting many people in the relief camps, representatives, to get a sense of what is happening on the ground. That is going to become the input for this delegation to come back to Parliament, and from Monday onwards in Rajya Sabha, they are going to mount pressure on the government, and in Lok Sabha, whenever the discussion begins on a no confidence motion, this is going to be used as a research material to attack the government and tell them that all is clearly not well.
Also, Pallavi, Rahul Gandhi was also in Manipur just a short while, a few days ago. Was there a lowdown that was given, and is the delegation really going to carry forward from where he'd left while he returned from Manipur?
In fact, one of the main organizers and arrangements being looked after is by the Congress party, and they're going to be taking all specific inputs, and they have actually from Rahul Gandhi. Remember, when Rahul Gandhi had gone there, he had met up with many women from the relief camps. According to the opposition parties, the major brunt of the Manipur crisis have actually been faced from the young girls and by women at all. So this is what a delegation is going to highlight, that there are rapes which are happening, there's widespread violence, and the state machinery has completely collapsed. When Rahul Gandhi had gone there for 2 days, he had also complained about the fact that he was not being allowed to travel in his cavalcade. But the state administration had said that, the situation on the ground is such, we need to look after your security. The delegation is also going to highlight the fact that the Chief Minister has no grip. By now, he should have been asked to step down. But the centre and the state are not in sync with each other.
All right, Pallavi, thank you so much for all of those details. And I was mentioning to you about the ground reports that my colleague Kamalika has been filing from Manipur. Let's take a look at those.
We're right now standing in Kangwai. This is the area which is in between. This is in the buffer zone, and in one side it's Churachandpur and one side it's the valley. So there has been very intense firing since yesterday in this place, and there are bunkers there that side, and the security forces are this side. So continuously all through the day, intense firing took place, in which there were 5 to 6 people who were injured. 3 people have been hospitalized. That's what we are coming to know from the ground sources, and this is the reason for which more MPV. You can see that still the visuals of destruction is there, and this is basically the buffer zone as we have been showing it for a couple of times. In all the areas, there is like none of the houses are left, and this is actually the border area between two sides, and this is an area where intense firing took place yesterday. and a couple of houses were also burned. That's what we are getting in from the local sources, and you can see that MBV, mine protected vehicles, are there, and now none of the vehicles are allowed to come this side because there has been, it's not an intermittent fire, but it was an intense firing all through the day, even in the night. In this area, which is very close to the Churachandpur, continuous firing took place all through the day, and you can see that all the army professionals, they are there, and you can see more MPVs coming from that side, because this is basically a zone where any time firing can take place, and it's just in between, and this is a place where any time firing takes place, and not intermittent firing, intense firing takes place, and that's why such MPVs, more MPVs are coming, so that protection can be given. And in such a situation, the forces can mobilize themselves and move. So it's a very, very, very vulnerable and very sensitive area where we are standing. It's just between the hills and the valley and the actual war zone. On Wednesday, there were more than 20 houses that were set on fire in Moreh. People from Moreh who already had left their home around May, they are now staying in relief camp. But today in Thobal, they are staging this protest because those who left their house there in Moreh, all of their houses have been set on fire, and they are sitting in this protest. They are saying that enforce more state force. They are saying that stop burning our houses. They said that compensate burn looted properties. So you can see the women, the children, the senior citizens, they are all now, they have just, this is the Thobal main road. They are sitting in this road, and they are saying that they want to go back to their house. They don't want to stay in a relief camp. Would like to talk to them. ये बताइए कि आप लोगों का क्या मांग है?
हमारा जो 3 मई से हमारा घर जल करके सब सामान चोरी हो चुका है, उसी से हम लोग भाग कर आया हुआ है। 3,500 आदमी हैं। हम लोग जहाँ 11 रिलीफ कैंप पर बैठा हुआ है। हमारा जो मांग है, जो राज्य जो सिक्योरिटी फोर्स, जो IRB हो, जो कमांडो हो, एक बटालियन वहाँ रखने से अपना घर में वापस जाने के लिए हम लोग सब तैयार हैं।
आपका डिमांड क्या है?
Yes, we want to go back to our own homeland, that is at Churachandpur district, Manipur, and we don't want to stay further in this relief camp. We just want to go back to our hometown. So our present government, please take necessary action